inclination is to provide for those you love, and that's how you are conditioned to show your love by how well you provide and protect.
So let's say that. So let's say, what if she though? There's a saying that it's the golden rule. He who has the gold, or she who has the gold rules.
Right. As in, your man has all the money.
So what if she has the money? Then does she set the rules, and does he follow those rules?
Well, what if they both have? Money?
But the question is, if she has the money, and does she make the rules, and does he follow them?
I think it's
like a Cynthia Bailey
allow
and
him
Peter.
to be a man.
Yeah, I think it's a respect level.
Yeah.
It's interesting that we're having this conversation about it's a respect thing, and then because if it were the reverse, it's just like a automatic. We got a lot of other shit we add to it when she has the money.
I think it does.
She set the rules.
It don't matter who has the money. I make my own goddamn rules.
I'm society. In general.
And see, I think it depends on the relationship, because I had a relationship where I made considerably more money, and it just never crossed my mind. Like,
do you feel like you still respected him though? If you can do everything that you need for yourself, and he's not bringing anything financially to the table, it's kind of like, what is he providing to you besides penis?
Well, see, I wouldn't even be dating.
Some people.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just asking.
I understand.
Yeah,
but I wasn't waiting on him to regardless.
But see, I think
some people do look for that though. Like some people, women, they choose to get with their man out of what you can provide.
But if she's providing the finances, then it's about.
I think it does demasculate the man at a point, because
from whose perspective? His perspective?
I think probably for both, because I think as a woman you start to lose respect for him. If he can't provide and do the things, he can't buy you shoes, take you out to dinner. It's like, when you can do that for yourself, you're like, nigga, what I need dinner for? Like, what you gonna do for me?
Like, sometimes you go into problems, but a real man wouldn't even allow that. They will feel some type of way about themselves. You won't even have to feel that.
Some people don't.
If you make more money than me, I'm gonna find 6 or 7 ways to match yours or make more than what you make.
What about a man that's not wired?
So you're
like
saying
that?
you're still not willing or unwilling to be in a relationship with a woman who makes more money?
Because my woman,
she can't ever set the rules.
She makes more money than me, but they don't do nothing but motivate me. I'm like, okay, you make that much, I'm gonna make. We're gonna. It's like a competition thing. Now
you're in competition with her.
Not that type of competition, but
you want to be able to give her.
She inspired me to work hard.
I like that.
That's all it is.
I like that a lot.
You should uplift me.
Look at her.
I do.
Blondie.
He's too young, and that's somebody else's. No, he's too young.
Yeah,
and that's
he's
somebody
taking
else's.
more money.
Yeah, you are. No, I'm just saying, I love your thinking.
But here's a question. Does the amount of money, or whether he makes more than her, define him as a man?
Sounds like, you made a comment about emasculation.
Because I know certain people that have experienced it, and
that's bullshit.
I'm wondering because that's what it's saying. Because if your outlook on him will change, then
because then you say, what do I need a man for? Let's understand this clearly.
So how long do you let it ride like that?
Wait, hold on. A man is not only about how much money he makes,
right?
But a man is a provider, right?
Yes. Okay, that's one thing.
And so, if he's supposed to provide, he's supposed to comfort.
But if you also have to take into consideration what Lotus Flower just said her upbringing was. So in her world, that is what she knows. That is what she eats, breathes, sleeps, and has been raised to see.
Based on your experience and your
experience.
What I love about her experience, though, was that he also came home on the weekends. So therefore, his presence made a big difference.
You
follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
it's not just the finances.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to point out.
Right. Which is a great
You follow what I'm saying?
Therapy. This is some LSH therapy shit.
Right.
It's way deeper than that money. That's what. If it was all about that, we could just do child support, or we could just give you the money and we go do our own shit.
Yeah.
If it's all about the money, our presence is needed.
Yes.
Period.
Yes. It is. Oh, we just amen on that one. Woo, yeah. Wait a minute. Look, Stop Traffic said he get 300 likes on that
one. Women these days, especially like you say, Atlanta is an illusion. Now, women most women feel that when they make more money than a man, they don't need a man. And so it's like, it goes back to, how society has built us to keep the man at the household.
Oh, yeah, welfare. You could have used to get it if a man was in the house.
Yeah, brainwashing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that
shit came from music.
I agree.
Straightforward.
I agree.
Shit started from up top. I'm from New Jersey. It started from up top. If you throw your hands up in the air, if you don't need your man, you pay your own bills, that whole shit. Yeah. Right? And then they began to run with it, and here we are with it now. And that's exactly what's going on.
Beyonce, independent women.
And then Beyonce come out with the shit.
So well, we can't blame Beyonce for every damn thing.
I'm not blaming
her, though. You know, spiritually, because I'm very spiritual, I feel that you need a man's presence. We're not supposed to do this on our own.
It's not natural.
And so
it's not natural.
It's supposed to be a partnership at the end of the day. And so I like to, throw little things out there. But my personal belief is having money, not having money. Money is going to come and go, right? Yeah. What is the love that we have for each other?
Exactly.
Where's the commitment to each other? We should be able to be happy broke. We should be able to be happy.
That's not reality.
No.
Well, that is not reality. I'm with Mo.
I ain't gonna pay no bills.
I
like the fanciest thing.
See, and so look, let me finish though.
I
100% disagree with you because so not to keep bringing my parents up, but they came from nothing. My parents are high school sweethearts. They ran to Clark and Morehouse together. They had nothing. Like my mom stapled her shoes together. They worked, hustled. My dad just landed a president's position. Like they have gone from the bottom, like projects to status. And I've seen their love be the same.
But in the projects, it's always been consistent.
They had a roof, but that's all you had.
But you had it.
Some nights you don't. Some nights they didn't. My mom talks about sugar sandwiches all the time.
I know.
Wait a minute. I think the difference. Okay, guys. Wait a minute. One at a time.
There's different levels to love, and it has to be.
Well, you have to be in it together.
Exactly.
So I think there's a difference between
teamwork,
him taking all of the money and whatever little you have.
Not even that.
It can be $100. I'm not saying like a certain amount of money.
I agree with you in the reality.
You cannot live off love. I could love the hell out you and me and you both homeless.
But
I could love the hell out you and we can't go get a sandwich to eat. Like you, I'm sorry. Even if I'm working at McDonald's.
In my opinion, honestly, that's not what I'm saying.
That.
I think the focus of it is all off.
Yeah.
If we love each other and we're broke, then my love and your love for me should at least create some form of a bond or a teamwork where we say, let's get out of this shit, but we're still happy and loving each other. Because we may not be happy about the current situation, but it ain't going to mess up my love.
Exactly.
If we love each other enough, let's get out of it.
Well, I think, but that's part of, it depends. But I don't think everybody necessarily, when
everybody doesn't think that way.
No, that's
my last ex.
I agree with you. It doesn't.
Everybody, we live in a materialistic world and a very highly materialistic city.
But see, I'm in agreement. So, but there's pieces of what Mo Money is saying that I agree with. There is a reality to it, but it depends on who you're with. If you're with someone who doesn't want to bust their ass or who's not interested in it, so yes, do I need $1? Do I need $5? But I think it depends on what your whole initiative, what's your motivation for the relationship, right? If it's to grow together, be together, and make it work. My parents, they didn't have anything, but they stuck it out. When we didn't have, my dad did not leave the house, and we sitting there with kids and the mama we don't have. He's going out there doing whatever the hell he's got to do. He did whatever he needed to do to provide for his family. So he went out and he brought it home. That's nothing but taking a little bit of and creating something. But they didn't think that they could live off of just love. There's fucking action in love. Like love is an action word. It is. It is not just we just laying around just screwing all damn day, loving each other.
Let me play the devil's advocate and say that what I see happening in society now, especially in Atlanta and with younger people, is that the women are comfortable taking care of men who don't fucking work. And I don't understand that concept at all. And you got a lot of young brothers who are comfortable not doing shit and letting a woman take care of them, which is why, speaking of the Bayhive, I was a little incensed at the song when she says, when he fucks me good, I take his ass to Red Lobster. Because one, are we now promulgating that that I'm, as a black woman, I'm your mama all the time and your mother figure, I'm nursing you, you are my titty. And when you hit my spot, then I reward you by buying you some J's and taking you out to eat. That's bullshit. It's a song, but it's also, I work in a field where I see the young women and young men who hinge on every word of these songs, like all my brother just said, and every taping of these reality shows, which are not these fools' reality. They're renting the lifestyle. They're renting it. It's on rent, and so. It's just a thin line. Yes, it's entertainment and it's all of that, but you're also growing in a culture of young people who believe like that. And they are willing to let young men willing to let a woman or a girl work her ass off at McDonald's while they stay home and keep a kid.
You're right.
So I think that
we don't see the value. I think that, but see, I think what's missing, because those are not, those balances or those positions can work, even if they're not the double standard, right? But I think it depends on where your morals and your values lie. So if that's missed, if I go and I take my son to a movie, it was a movie that we went to see. I can't even think of the name of it, but young people go to the movies and they miss the message, right? But you need the parent there that's instilling what is the message, what was I supposed to look at. It's not for some of it is entertainment, but if you miss it, then I'm going out and I'm doing it because I was just inspired by that and I looked like it was some dope shit. I think the name of the movie was Dope.
Oh, I love that.
You go and you see Dope and you send your team and all of a sudden you get
the same thing out of it.
Exactly. So that's glorified. It's like, damn, they just sold some drugs and you see what happened and they got the money and they were able to come out on top. Some kid out there, teens out there, saw that and they glorified. That was glorified, and that was something they thought they could do. I took my son to see the movie, and we talked about what that was all about. I'm sure that the message was there. When you're a responsible parent who wants to pass on morals and values and instill those things, then you take the time to do it. When you have all of the chicks who are working at McDonald's, and where's her mama, where's her aunt, where are the women in her life that says this is not how it's supposed to work? Not that you can't have a dynamic where he stays home and you go out and you work, but that's something you two as teens, and it's
healthy for everybody involved.
He's not milking that. Right. He's not then on Snapchat and everything else.
Car, somebody else's house.
So, Blonde Bombshell,
wrong with that.
Blonde Bombshell, I have a question for you. So, do you feel that because a lot of young African American men are now just raised by their mothers and they're used to somebody just strictly providing for them all the time, do you think they take the lessons they learn at home and bring them to their relationship?
That's a great question, because I am a single mother of 3 African American males, and I have done 150% of everything to make sure, that they know that they have to work, that they know that they have mentors who are men, because steel sharpens steel. And while I did help to make them, and I'm pretty much the one who is raising them, that this is not this doesn't have to be your reality, and this is not how it's supposed to go. Like, you're supposed to have 2 people, like you said, nurturing, loving components to a relationship to make a whole. But to answer your question, I do, because I'm going to be honest. I have friends who have sons in double digits to still get in the bed with them. Like, it's
Excuse
not
me?
like,
you say, wait a minute. Did you say double digits, like 11, 12?
Like
13?
Not when my sons come home from school, they lay across my bed, or I'll come out of my bathroom and they're in it, like, and I'm saying, get your big butt out my bed, and they get up like your son is 10, 11, 12, and they will still sleep with
under
you.
under the blankets.
And so,
as if they're your
but that may or may not be a problem. I feel like I am totally, because I made it a point, and I'll be very transparent. Growing up in my family is full of dominant women. I saw what happened to my cousins. I looked at my uncles, and I realized that we have the power to be overbearing. And so purposefully, when I divorced, even though we didn't live in the same city, I moved my sons back to a city where they had equal access to their father as well as myself, so that they would always have that.
That's a strong point.
It was a big sacrifice for me. It has not been easy, and it has been a living hell, because I moved away from my nucleus, from my family. However, what I see 18, 20, and 21, I am pleased with the fact that they would never be looking for some woman